Hello everybody, it's Juniper Bloom Mystique here. Coming on today in hopes that I can bring us a meditation to help this situation that we currently find ourselves in. So during this ascension, I am a master healer. I've been bringing on part of the gods of time. That is who I am. It's okay if you don't believe that. That's not on me. Watch all my videos. I have never missed a mark on this ascension process. Subconsciously not knowing what I was doing, I have never missed a mark. Until it counted on my twin flame. All he had to do was love me. All he had to do was choose me, and we would have brought down God's love and light in massive ways. But because I wasn't lovable, and he is literally choosing to not even ascend with me, I am praying now for clarity and peace and answers on how to navigate the situation. I am begging that if a twin flame doesn't ascend, that I'm okay, that I still get to ascend. I am begging that I can still bring down the love from God despite not having a twin flame anymore. I am bringing clarity to love because if I was only lovable, we would have not missed this mark. So with this vibration, this meditation, I have called on the Creator of all that is to help come in with peace and clarity and grounding and understanding. And any of the angels and beings that wish to, so the masters are here, ascended masters are showing up again. The Galactic Council is stepping in. It looks like they're praying. So that's what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing everybody come in and kind of surround me in a circle, and I feel like they're all praying over me. Which I don't like that either. Because if I was lovable, we wouldn't be here. We would be right where we need to be. So this is really hard for me to do, so please forgive me. I'm like ready to quit everything, but I gotta try to push through. I need to move, and so I need to keep going because my lease is up in a couple weeks, right? So let's do this. Let's bring in this meditation. Let's raise this vibration. Let's change the outcome, and let's pray to God we can bring down these massive amounts of love and light despite the twin flame union. Despite the fact that mine does not love me. We need to rectify this. We need to unite twin flames. We need to bring love to the earth and raise our vibration exponentially. So Raguel, Archangel Raguel is stepping in, and he's going to do his bubbles. So we're going to step in his bubbles of cleansing and color and energy, and we're going to upgrade our system too, he is saying. So we need a little bit of a system upgrade. So this could be our liver, or somebody needs liver and kidney cleanse and upgrades. And so we're going to do that because when these energies ascend, our physical vessel that was in denser energies will struggle. So congratulations for listening. You are going to get an upgrade for that today. Oh, excuse me. So here we go. We're already tapping into a lot of releasing. Remember, I'm still releasing for my twin flame, so I do it like double time, and he doesn't even know. What a lucky guy. He doesn't even know, right? Whatever, to each his own. So just forgive that. Sometimes I'm like releasing like crazy in random moments, and it's not even mine, and sometimes I'm not quite sure what it is. So just take note of that. It may not have anything to do with you if I am releasing in that moment, so we just let it be. But I am starting to ground everybody. So the angels and ascended masters and healers and Jesus when Jesus comes in, now you guys, he's like glowing. He's like massive energy for me. He's glowing. His hair like flows. Like he's just gorgeous. Oh, he is gorgeous. And that's how I'm seeing him. And his energy is just so right. And so I'm just going to ask that we just sit with his energy for a moment. Everybody make sure your palms are facing up, hands open. Your feet are on the floor if you can. If you cannot at the time, do one of these at least where your feet are on the floor. Doesn't have to be, but I would prefer it. So if you can do this now, do it again later. Whenever you can put your feet on the floor to do this would be more beneficial. And so literally they are grabbing cords out of my feet, and so they're like pulling my cords down out of my feet, out of my vessel. Malachi has been by me a lot. So Malachi is coming in with blue energy. His wings are glowing blue. He is pulling my cords down out of my feet. It's almost like I retracted them. And so that makes sense because when I'm heartbroken, why wouldn't I, right? Severe heartache, of course I would. So he's retracted. pulling those back down on my feet. Forgive me. Oh my goodness. Okay, going down through the core. We're doing this to all of your cores at the same time, but I'm kind of describing what's happening to mine, so forgive me. The cords are going down through the layers of the earth. Now again, the earth is irritated. So the earth looks swollen. The earth is like moving. It's almost like vibrating, like that's how I'm seeing it. And she almost looks like she's going to explode. But the earth is not going to explode. But this is massive energy coming in for her. So be mindful of that. More earthquakes are expected. There may even be a random tornado popping up. Just some kind of crazy things are possible. So just be very mindful, because the earth is very swollen and agitated and vibrating like crazy. Because we are literally ascending. I know it's really hard to understand, and a lot of people don't understand that, but your earth is literally raising in energy and vibration and location. So be mindful of that. So that's what I'm seeing there. So Spirit's asking that you just keep breathing breath. Just keep focusing on your breath. Keep your hands up and open for receiving mode. Okay, so somebody's actually getting an unblock on their hand. It's like our palm chakras. We are healers, right? And that's what Jesus brought down and is giving us all as a gift. Those that did that will know that. But it's like somebody's palm is blocked, and so there's a blockage being removed from their palm chakra. All right, so all of the cords are going down to the core of the earth. Now the core of the earth, again, is massively large. She's grown, I would say, exponentially again. The way I see it, instead of just a round ball of energy like she used to be, now it's like a holographic image of pyramids and just so many things comprised of the earth. And so her core is not the same. And so we're just recognizing that as well. Lumeria is coming up here, so I ask that we bring in the vibration of Lumeria. I ask that I bring that vibration back from when I did the Jesus work in the mountains. And I just bring the wholeness of me back. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking that I bring my love back, because I am worthy of love. We all are worthy of love. And we need to ask and pray and hope beyond a shadow of a doubt that we can bring this love down, that we can feel this love. Because we do not have this love right now. I guarantee you, I felt it, and it got retracted when my twin flame chose to not love me. So it's a big deal. And so I am asking Spirit, I'm asking anything that we can do to need to bypass the twin flame that I have, or whatever we need to do. Because this love was massive and somebody deserves it, and we need to bring it down. And so that's the point of this. I want to raise our vibration, and I want to bring this love down. We are not missing a mark. I don't miss a mark. And just because I wasn't lovable, I still don't want to miss a mark. Everybody else deserves that love, even if I don't. So Spirit's asking you all to just keep breathing. They are almost like chanting. So it's almost like praying, but they're like standing around a circle. I'm in the middle, and there's like an energy portal, and they're like chanting and praying. But I would guess you would call it praying, but it almost sounds like chanting. And I can't exactly tell, but it's like that energy of the masters. It's like when they speak, it echoes. It's very powerful. And let's see if I can go, yeah. Like I can't even exactly tell you what they're saying. I don't know. But they are praying, and they are chanting, and they are in a circular position, kind of closing out the energy. Excuse me. So what I'm seeing now is an eyeball in the core of the earth. It's like, keep your eye on the prize. So what's happening is we are removing all of this dark energy, and I've discussed this many, many times over, and it is trying to stick his claws in, and that's what happened to him. He chose to love darkness, and there's nothing we can do about that. But I am asking to raise the vibration and bring in the light any which way we can, and to allow me to still be me without my twin flame if I have to. Whatever needs to be done, I am begging for it now, and I'm asking that we raise the vibration of the collective. Okay, so Archangel Raguel is coming forward. They're going to keep chanting and kind of praying. It's like raising the vibration. It's helping me overcome this, whatever it is that's going on due to my twin flame is what I'm getting out of this, because that's not my fault. I'm not the one who's playing in negative energies, but it's definitely affecting me. And so they are doing that. Like, that's a real thing. That's very serious, and it's upsetting me. But it's not my fault. And so they are cutting cords. They're going to begin to cut cords from my twin flame and I, because he's choosing darkness and I don't want to not ascend. And so I'm begging for help there. They're telling me what needs to be done will be done, and so I can't keep pushing that. So I'm going to let that go, but I refuse to miss a mark, and I refuse to not ascend. I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I am of love and light. I deserve this love from God, and I want to bring it down still. So help me make everything right. So that is the intention there. All right, so what they want you to do is just imagine these cords coming down from your belly button. It's like an umbilical cord, but it's not gross. It can be beautiful. It's a beautiful cord of any color. Whatever color pops up for you that this cord is what it is for you. So it's going to be different for each one of you. Some of you, it's like a light body cord or an energy cord connection. And it's coming from your navel and it's going down to the core of the earth. So this is very interesting. So not only is it our root cords that are connected, but they're taking one from our navel. It's like an umbilical cord down through the layers of the earth. And each layer of the earth that this cord penetrates, it's soaking up that vibration. And so it's like an umbilical cord from you to Mother Earth. It's connecting you back to the Mother. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I didn't even realize that. So it is absolutely connecting all of us back to the Mother through our navel cavity, through our life supply, just like we do in the womb, okay? And so somebody needs womb healing here as well, and so they're giving you some womb healing here. They're nurturing you in the womb environment. They're nurturing you into the life environment. They are allowing the light to be beautiful as you enter into the world and undoing anything that needs to be undone. There was some trauma here for sure during birth that I'm seeing that somebody has. So they're connecting us to the Mother Gaia, bringing us back to the life support of love, bringing us back to understanding the Mother. We have lost our way. I didn't realize that was severed. I didn't realize that would have been needed to be redone. Who would have known, right? I did not realize, and I feel like that might have been some of the disconnect with some of our mothers out there, and why maybe some of them struggle so bad to feel like a mother. But we are reconnecting not just the feminine, masculine and feminine, from the umbilical cord down into the Mother, down into the earth, allowing you to be nurtured and supported by Gaia, by the Mother, by the true Mother, the true essence. Because it's pretty sad when somebody doesn't recognize unconditional love, true love, and they think darkness is love. That's pretty sad. And we need to rectify that. We need to cleanse that. So I am seeing water come in. So as our umbilical cords were connected to the earth, I'm seeing water come in and start to wash over all of our cords. It is a very powerful wave of movement of water, but at the same time it's gentle. So it's not like strong enough to take you out, but it's strong enough to completely demolish anything that needs to be demolished. And that's what I'm seeing. And I'm hearing the water. It's like whoosh, like that, the ocean, like whoosh. And that's what I just keep hearing. And this water is blue and gray. So I feel like it's gray because it's moving away the darkness. It's coming in and cleansing what needs to be cleansed. And as it cleanses it, it's turning into the most beautiful crystalline blue. So just imagine this water coming over and cleansing you. Remember I talked about the water structural integrity of the water has changed on the earth. The vibration of the water has changed. Well, this is true. And that's what they're showing me now. And so the water is coming up and cleansing our roots and our vessel and our navel cord, our umbilical cord to Gaia. Cleansing it, removing history. So that's what I'm hearing now. It's like time to remove the false history. Time to remove the falsehoods of history. And I'm going to tell you, be careful who you anchor into, because if you anchor into darkness, you're going bye-bye. And what did I tell you about where they go in this ascension? Some will go, some will stay, some will never know life this way. They go where their memory is erased. So if a twin flame chooses to not ascend, they will not be themselves. And that is absolutely what Spirit is saying. You will choose to become whatever you are attaching to, which is darkness, or something of the other. It's not positive. It's not where you normally come from. And you may not ever know anything ever again. And that's just what it is. That's the reality of this ascension. It truly is real. It's like a splitting of the worlds. It's a splitting of the energy. Some will go, some will stay. We can't avoid that. is what it is. And it's already happening if you actually open your eyes and see. So Spirit is recognizing that as well, that there's been a lot of deaths. An unusual amount of deaths that people are not recognizing. And it's just like one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And it's going to get a little worse before it gets better. And that's what Spirit is saying too. As each one moves out, as more darkness energy is exposed, our vibration raises higher and higher on the planet. And it's going to be a day where he's going to recognize what they've done, and they may not like it, but there will be no going back. And that's just the reality. So, Creator of all that is, Archangel Raguel is stepping forward. I do beg of you that we can feel this love. Please give us an avenue to bring down this love despite my twin flame. Please give us an avenue to bring down this love, because I know I'm lovable. I have to be. We need to bring down this love. So I ask of you for this. Let's raise our vibration, and I feel like as we do that, more love will be able to come through. We're going to create new ways. That's the only thing I can say. I've never missed a mark, and I'm not going to today. Despite my twin flame not wanting to love me, we're going to make this work. Okay? So Archangel Raguel is stepping forward, and the first bubble he is presenting is purple. This one I can see the color. It's the same for everybody, he's saying. It's like that violet. So it's like the violet flame bubble. And that's exactly what it is. It's a bubble of violet flame. So as we enter into this bubble, it is going to cleanse your system. It's going to upgrade your psychic connection. Somebody's going to get a DNA activation here because they may have missed one that they're due for. So just be mindful of that. Whatever happens for you, happens for you. They're also saying that this is the bubble of truth. So as you enter into this bubble, all falsehoods would be removed. So be mindful of that, and don't ever be hard on yourself, okay? Don't ever be hard on yourself, because darkness is darkness. It's like I say, if my twin flame ever woke up, I can't help but love him, even though he doesn't love me. So, excuse me, that was a release right there. Excuse me, that was horrible. I'm so sorry about that. All right, so imagine this beautiful violet bubble. Now at the bottom of the bubble is like this pad that you step on, right? So it's not connected anywhere, it's like floating in the air. And Raguel just kind of opens up like a door of the bubble. It like allows you to walk through the energy of this bubble and to step onto this platform. And as we step onto this platform, I'm already starting to feel it raise my vibration. It's beautiful. It's going to activate your navel cord as well, they're saying. So it's going to kind of communicate with your navel cord. It's going to start to remove any debris and negative connections. Now, one of you has quite a few. So just be mindful as you step into this. You're going to feel some shifting, and that's okay. So when you're ready, imagine taking your left foot. I thought it was going to be the right foot. They said, nope, left foot first. And imagine using your left foot to step up on this platform and into this violet bubble. Some people are doing it, some are a little hesitating. So just when you're ready, take your foot and step up on this platform into this beautiful violet bubble. Now, as you do, cords are starting to be severed. It's like anything dark cannot enter into this bubble. Oh, God. Which is why also you're going to see some truths. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Got a release there. Ooh, somebody's got a dagger in their throat and in their back. Somebody's dealing with some dark energy around you. I'm not kidding, like I can see it. And every time you think you are doing better, they take you down. I see a dagger in your throat and one in your back. And they watch you. They watch you, they watch your energy rise, and they are there in the moment to take it down. So this person is starting to dissolve, and that's what I'm seeing, is they are dissolving out of your energy field as you entered into this violet flame bubble, because they are darkness, and it cannot stay. So the daggers are starting to dissolve. The one in your throat is first. Sorry. That one was like foamy. Oh. Dissolving those. Because we can't have a higher vibration when we're surrounding ourselves by really negative energy. It just doesn't work. And that was the same thing with Sean. Spirit kept telling me that too. So he doesn't see your heart. Granted, my twin flame is not either. And that's confusing me. But sometimes things present themselves in one way. And so that's my example. He presented himself to be so spiritual, so adequate, so there for me. And then when things come down to it, he was none of that. Okay? There was something else there. So we need to be mindful of that truth. We need to be mindful of that mirror. And that's why it's important to be able to reflect in your own mirror and know who you are. And so they're cleansing your mirror. That's what I'm seeing. It's really interesting. And so they're like defogging your personal mirror, because it's like somebody's being reflected wrong. Somebody's mirror was shrouded in darker energies. Like you're not seeing the right reflection. And so that's being cleansed here too. There's some shadow work coming out here as well. So in this violet bubble, there's a lot that's happening. So I'm seeing some darker energy being removed as far as shadow work goes. Somebody like you're not worthy type stuff. Uncertainty is coming out here as well. Instability, fear. Oh God. Mistrust, I should say. Doubt. And there's a mask coming off. So there's a mask coming off. Somebody had a false mask on their face, and it's being removed. You have been seeing something from a false mirror, my friend. And so now you're going to be able to look and see, oh my God, but do not be hard on yourself. We all do these things. It's not your fault. The problem is that you need to be more in your boundaries and reflect in your mirror more often. Once you know more about yourself, you're able to see what's right for you and navigate those through and through. Okay, so that was part of the debris that was being removed. So we're all still in this violet flame bubble. So now I'm seeing the vibrational dial. The vibrational dial, they're showing me where all of our vibrations are. Some are in the mid-range, but most are pretty low. I don't see anybody's vibration being high, so no wonder this one was desperate. Malachi is stepping in, and he's raising the dial, turning it up an octave, and as we do that, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I feel the energy shift, so forgive me. The veil is also coming off the eyes, so there's more wool that was tried to be pulled over the eyes, trying to make you think something was what it was not. It's gonna be okay. So they are telling me there's been like a battle. It really truly is like a battle. And one thing darkness does is get in your head. That's what it does. It gets in your head. It makes you see not clearly. It puts a false mask over you, puts a false mirror over you, and then you start doing things that take your soul away. And that's what happens. Okay, and that's what happened to me with this other thing, and why we missed the mark, and we are not going to miss a mark again. Like I'm so sad we had to count on my twin flame who didn't love me. Like it breaks my heart, and that shouldn't be that way. So what I'm seeing here is a book open up. So I just saw a book open up. Somebody's book opened up, and they're like reading a page, and it's almost like they're in shock. They're like, oh my God, really? Like they did not see it this way. They're completely in shock. They're reading a page out of this book like it's completely brand new news to them. They had no idea what was going on. So I would definitely call that like an awakening, and they are looking for pieces of information. And so all you must do is ask, and it's always presented. Okay, just ask and it will be presented. These are your pages of your book to discover these answers, and that's what they're saying here. Okay, and here comes the DNA activation for somebody in your Merkaba. Your third eye, your chakra system, your higher chakra system is getting upgraded, and DNA activations here. And our clairs. So our clairs are coming in. They are unblocking all of our clairs. I can feel it in my forehead right now. Holy Majoli. They're unblocking all of our clairs, allowing us to be connected and see clearly. The mirror is being put in such a way it cannot be put into a falsehood anymore. So it's almost like this protection on it. Because no matter what, they cannot shroud it over again. So once you start speaking your truth, this person is going to start to stab you again, physically and energetically, and they won't be able to. So it's like putting up that barrier, allowing you to be strong in your boundaries and in your truth, and allow this darkness to fall. And again, I see more pixelating of this darkness. It's like pixelating and falling. The falsehoods of the lack of love. The falsehoods of the lack of love. Being able to see true love. They are asking that you don't hate yourself when you realize your truths. Somebody needs to hear that. Please don't hate yourself when you realize your truths. Love conquers all. That's why we were trying to bring down this love from God, so that we can win this battle, that we can ascend in higher light and love. It requires this love and light, and so we have to come up with a new way. We did not realize that this was going to happen. Spirit is again saying unprecedented times. Okay, so with this bubble, they don't want us to get out. They're actually going to change the energy. It's going from violet to blue, not yet, but it will go from violet to blue. And as it transitions into a different energy and a color, it's going to affect your body. And with each one, we're going to turn up our vibrational dial. Okay, so we're raising our vibration, we're cleansing our system with these beautiful energetic colors and healing. The blue is for power, creativity, protection, and insight. Okay, the violet flame was for clarity, for injustice clearing, for growth in your clairs and your psychic abilities, and so much more. And so our organs and our system are starting to upgrade energetically, vibrationally, and into more like a crystalline body. Because as we go into higher dimensions, it is crystalline body time. Like our body will be less and less of the physical form and more crystalline body. It is true. We will go into like 25% spiritual aspect on earth. Okay, so it's going to be weird. It's going to be like 25% spirituality aspect on earth in our physical vessel. So it's almost like we're dead and alive all at the same time. That's kind of the best way to describe it. And this is why lower vibrational things cannot survive here anymore, because they cannot do this. They cannot process that way. It is not made of the light, and that's what my twin flame surrounded himself with, unfortunately. So we are just going to bring this in, cleanse this, make this right, allow love to penetrate me and all of the feminine body, because it's superly important. Because when you have a false feminine trying to suck that love from the true feminines, it's not a good thing. And so we are calling that back. We are actually calling that love back, that light back to where it belongs. Allowing the falsehoods to fall. Allowing these dark aspects that are using the feminine aspect for gain to not be able to do so anymore. You're going to see them for their nastiness that they are, the slime-filled bodies that they are, the darker energy that they are, the, you know what I mean, the manipulative dryness, the lack of love that they truly have. When they manipulate you, it's not love. That's manipulation. They're watching your moves and they're going behind you and they're creating your reality for you by manipulating you. And it's all through falsehoods. And that's what's been happening. So they saw you looking outwards, they saw you doing something else, they can feel your energy, and they reined it in and cut you. And that's what happened. We're just removing that. We're removing it. It's no longer an issue. It's no longer needed here. These are the things that have to surface to be seen, to be removed. And so now the bubble is turning to blue. It's like a whoop, and it goes to blue. So some of you will be a little delayed in the change because some of you are still in the violet bubble and needing that raise and cleansing and cord connection and truths to be seen. And then some of us are switching into the blue light, the blue energy, the blue bubble. Now, as it switches around you, it's also coming up beneath you. So that little platform that you're standing on, it's shoving this beautiful healing blue light through your system. And again, another upgrade to our energetic body, our aura, and our organs. Yes, our organs, our heart, our kidneys, our liver, even gonads. Excuse me, and our endocrine system. So they're saying we need an upgrade to our endocrine system here. The hormone secretions, all of those things need an upgrade as well. So our endocrine system is coming in, and I'm seeing light go through it. So it's like that blue light coming in through your feet, all the way into your body, into your endocrine system, and it's shooting signals like through your brain, through your endocrine system, all throughout your whole entire vessel. And this blue light, so now everybody's in the blue light, that's what they're showing me, and it's like really vibrating higher, so it's changing the octave. So we're going to change this vibration a couple times. We're going to do it right away and then in the end. So I see the dial where it was moved to from the violet flame bubble, and we are going to go up 3 octaves. So 1, 2, 3, sorry. Yeah, that helps. Connecting to my twin flame. He's got a lot of darkness. There's a lot I've been releasing, so forgive me. I think that's part of it too. It's part of that, so forgive it. All right, so this blue light is vibrating. It's like like vibrating much like the earth was, which is different from the violet. When the violet one was flowing and like just so in unison and calmer energy, and the blue one is literally like I can see it vibrating, almost like they do where those things are on speakers and you can kind of see them bouncing, right, when the vibrations go. That's kind of how I'm seeing it here with this blue light. So the blue light is like moving with the vibrations. The vibrations are affecting the blue light. And so that's super important here, and it's coming out here. And they're also saying love is going to make everything all right. Love is still going to make everything all right. There is still love, and it's going to make everything all right. And I needed to hear that. That is what's coming through here. Thank God. Ooh! And so with this blue light that's vibrating, it's like the vibrations are breaking up the light, okay? And so this is representative of what we do within our body. If you guys listen to the music that I create, it's different. It's designed to break up the movement inside your system, okay? It's not designed to do what everything else does for your body. It is designed to literally help you. Anybody across any platform can claim that they're using something and doing something, but unless it's actually real, it's just a claim, okay? And so what I do is real. Like, you can tell within the music, if you listen to it, you can feel it break up stuff within your energy system. And that's what this one's doing. So it's like vibrating against the energy. Okay, so it's breaking up anything within your energy system that needs to be broken up of the old world. And that's what they're telling me. And this is going layer by layer by layer within your system. So as this vibrating light enters in through your cords, into your vessel on the inside, it is going to start vibrating against the norm within your system with this blue light to eradicate anything that isn't right. Okay, and that's what's happening here. All right, and so just take note of that. It's a little different. It's not like the light just coming in and vibrationally pushing through like I normally see it. This is like against the grain. So it's vibrating against the norm within your system, and that's purposeful. It's to break things up. Break up the stagnant energy, the things that, like the daggers, the things that people put on you that are just so hard to see, right? Those falsehoods, those veils, all of those things. And this is like lifetimes and years of it. And so that's also what they're saying. This is not just affecting you, but it's affecting ancestral stuff too. So just be mindful. So as I'm seeing this light penetrating, it's not as easy. So it's like going against the grain, right? It's like bumping against your energy as it enters into your system. Bumping against the energy. We're bumping. It's like bumper cars. We're bumping and bumping and bumping. And anytime it feels something that shouldn't be, that's bumping harder. It's like boom, 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 boom. And that's what I'm seeing with this blue light. Oh, and we get to raise the vibration up another octave. Boop. It's like boop, and it went up another octave as they're doing it. Oh. Okay, and it's really focusing on your root chakra. It's like boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom within your root chakra. Boom, boom, boom. And it's forcing it open. And that's what I'm seeing is like forcing it open as it enters into your system. It's forcing everything open. It's forcing movement through, and it's pixelating what doesn't belong. All right. And so that's why what I do with my music, it's like, it's not normal. I put together things that Spirit has me do, and it's ordered to break things up and make things new. If we keep going with the same kind of music, you think you're really doing anything? It's like flow. You get into the flow and nothing goes anywhere else. Okay. Just because we use hertz, like people manipulate. You guys got it, or they just aren't quite there. They're not quite getting it. All right. And so that's a key. And I've mentioned this before, and Spirit's mentioned this before. Being in control of your consciousness and allowing things to come in to disrupt the vibrations are super important. Okay, but in a positive way, not the negative disruptions. What does that mean? Just be careful of the vibration. Negative energy vibrations don't come in and break things up in a positive way. Higher positive vibrations, like me, if my twin flame came into contact with me, it would be breaking it up in a positive way, and he would have felt love like never before, and Spirit even said that. Okay, and so there is that aspect. So I'm feeling it go up through our system. I'm feeling it enter into my chest now. It's like boom, 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 breaking up any energy with the vibration. It's like boom. It's like a very strong vibration in this blue light. Sorry. A lot of releasing going on here. As it enters into my chest, there's a lot of releasing going on here for a lot of people. When falsehoods come off, please do not hate yourself. They're reiterating that again. It's okay. People make mistakes. It's learning to love yourself and accepting love through that. And that's what Spirit's asking you. It's not like, oh my God, look at all these mistakes we made. We were horrible. We're done. It's not like that at all. At all. It's recognizing them and then shining love into those mistakes, bringing them forward with love to the person that you hurt or yourself, whatever that is, right? Like, I did this. I'm so sorry. And I'm going to shine love here. And I'm going to keep shining love here. And I'm going to rectify this. And that's what Spirit's asking you to do. Is any mistakes you've made, shine love into it. Okay? Now we're doing another DNA activation here within our heart system and our Merkaba. Then another crystalline activation of our heart and our chakras as well. So our actual heart and our chakras. Our actual heart is definitely getting an energetic. I can see my heart, you guys. Oh my God, I can see my heart. Wow. So it only looks like slightly. Remember how it was like so big? That's so cool. It's not as big as it was. I love it. Okay, so that's cool. I can see mine is like almost normal now. It's weird. I know I have this weird ability. It's weird. And so crystalline body on these things allows them to be in higher vibration. That's what it means. It means that we don't get sick anymore. We don't, these things, it's all lower, denser energy, including our physical body, which is why you will feel things physically as we keep ascending. I feel like even if you're masking things, you're still going to feel things at times. It's going to be like a struggle. So they're going into my solar plexus. So forgive me. They're going into my solar plexus. It's been shattered. And I could feel it. And that's what they're showing me. It's like in pieces. It's definitely in pieces. And they're putting my solar plexus back together. I was supposed to be loved. It was not supposed to be like that. And so I haven't been okay. And I've been telling you guys. And God's love started to come through me. And then it was stopped. And when you have that, it takes your physical vessel down in such a way. And I have not been well. And that's the reality. And so they are cleansing that, and they're fixing my solar plexus. And as that's happening, I'm getting a lot of violet flame light flashing through my eyes. So I definitely needed that. And they're fixing my connection between my solar plexus and my heart, because I guess I severed it. Okay, and then now they're going to take the vibrational dial, and we're going to turn it up one more time before we leave the blue bubble. The next bubble is yellow. The next bubble will be our last bubble for today, but it's like the sun rays. It's the yellow with the sun. So it's not just yellow, it's also the sun energy, very much so sun energy, sun rays surrounding you, and that's what the next one is. All right, so the blue bubble is doing its last little cleanse through our brain. So it is cleansing like the gray matter in our brain. It is allowing our thoughts to be purified. The one that had the mirror cleansed, it is allowing your thoughts to be cleansed as well. It was like so toxic to your system, whatever was happening to you, all these falsehoods, you were literally dying. You were literally turning from light to dark. You were literally separating from your source. That's what's happening. You were separating from your source, and so they are healing that at the heart source, the heart level. Darkness will do that. Darkness will take you away from light. They will take you away from source. And they're going to make you think that they're exactly what you were looking for when it was false. What you were looking for, you let go because you couldn't see it. Type of a thing, that's what darkness does. That's how they win. Falsehoods. And that's why people listen to that over anything, because spirit doesn't push against you. It's like they nudge you. They try to do what's best for you. They try to show you, hey, we're here with love, and they want you to step into that on your own. That's what he was supposed to do, and he chose to step into darkness rather than love. And so that's what that is, right? That's what happens. That's what darkness does. That's how it wins. It will manipulate you. It will make you think things. It will cause you to do things to give away your light. And boy, did he gave away his light. And you can see it, right? Like you can. And this is across the board all over the world. Like this happened on a big, massive level, from religion to Hollywood to everything. You're seeing it unfold in front of your eyes if you're awake at all. That's what this is, and it's going to continue, and it's going to get bigger. Something big is coming, okay? But it's okay. And it has to do with the water. So what they're doing is like the water again is coming through your system within this blue bubble. And it's almost like communicating with your system, so the water knows who you are, which is weird. I've never seen it like that. And it's communicating with your navel connection to Gaia as well. And it's like, so the water knows who you are. You and the water will be connected on such a level. Okay, so now we are done with the blue bubble. We are going to start to allow it to change over to yellow. Now when it goes over to yellow, it's not just the color yellow. This is the sun. It's the rays of the sun. It's the energy of the sun, the DNA of the sun. It's very warm. It's very cleansing. And not only is it that, it gives you everything that you are. So it holds all these blueprints of who you are, who the earth is, where we're going, and what you need to know. Okay, and that's in this yellow bubble. It's going to hold all of these blueprints from the sun into who you are, what's happening, who the earth is, where we come from, and where we're going. And it's going to start to be downloaded into your system, which takes some time to process through. Also a chakra cleansing here and opening completely. Higher vibrational pull tune up. So we're going to max that vibration the best that we can here in this yellow bubble. And again, our clairs are going to be upgraded and affected, and DNA activations are going to happen within our clairs. So your clairs, clairsentience, clairaudio, these are your ability to hear, see, feel, touch, taste psychically. I have all of them. Most of us do. We just don't know how to tap into them. And so that's what's happening today. They're upgrading those. They're doing a DNA upgrade in those so that they can match the ascension within our bodies and within the earth. And it's also connecting to that navel to Gaia. The cord from the navel to Gaia as well is also being affected here within this yellow bubble. So as the yellow penetrates, so this one is not bumping against like the blue. This one is more smooth flowing again, okay? And so it's coming on up in through your system. It's warm. It's like so many warm light codes and information coming in. So it's not just light. It's like housing all of these things of your existence. It's housing all of this information. And that's what the sun is doing right now. So in one of my things from the past, I gave the sun back her life, right? Like it was trapped here. There was something with it with Lake Titicaca, and I released it to the sun. And it's like the sun is now trying to navigate through that and give back to the earth the pieces that it was missing. And the earth give back to the sun. I know it's really hard to explain, but that's what's going on. Oh, I got such chills when I said that too. Jesus is stepping in here. And he wants to pour love down through our system. God's love, God's light down through our crown chakra into our system. So he's going to continue doing that as we're in this yellow bubble. This is God's light, God's love, pouring it down into our system, allowing it to cleanse any darkness, allowing it to remove any confusion, and allowing us to feel love in order to make everything all right. All right, and now this yellow light is also going up through our energy body on the inside, up through our chakras, opening them up and cleansing them to an umpteenth degree, but not just cleansing them. So the sun is communicating with each chakra. It's communicating with each chakra to almost like, so the sun knows who you are, you know who the sun is, you're getting all these downloads of what the sun was, what happened to the earth, who we once were, who we are now, and where we're going. And these are all going into your systems here. You're also getting an upgrade on your Merkaba again here, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. Oh, and solar plexus, sorry. Cleansed and connected with that sunlight and the DNA activations there. And just allowing your vibration to rise. Allowing you to sit in love and light. And we are going to start turning up the vibrational dial. Raising the vibration. We're going to do this a couple times here because the vibration was so low. So what they're showing me is like at the halfway mark, we've gotten halfway, and we're going to turn it all the way once to the halfway again, so like a complete circle. And I can feel it. It's like my head is tinkling as it's going. I can feel it going all the way around, very slowly, all the way back to where it was. It's like a complete upgrade, all the way full circle. Okay? And the vibrational pull, before we can go anymore, he's allowing that to integrate into your system. As that's happening, I can feel my solar plexus, like big time. So we're just going to continue bringing that light through and allowing it to heal you, to heal your system, and do what it needs to do. And remember, this is from the sun. This is giving you information. This is healing you. This is activating you. Making sure you're aligned, and you're aligned just right. And the yellow bubble is the last color we're going to do today. Feel free to do this as many times as you need to, because different things are going to work for you each time. It's like layers upon layers of healing. So they're turning the mirror around. It's like, so now any time that falsehoods try to come, it's going to be reflected immediately. Like they can't pull the veil over you anymore. So that's what's up here. It's like nobody can pull the veil over you anymore. And now I'm seeing water come through and wash through your pineal gland system. So your navel cavity, like all your nasal cavity and all of that kind of stuff is being cleansed by the sunlight. I think it's what's going on with my nose, so forgive me. Being cleansed by the sunlight, being awakened to make everything right. So we're going to turn the dial one notch. Doop. So I know we went full circle. Now we're going to continue turning it. So we're turning it one notch. And as I do that, I can feel it in my energy. Oh. And now your third eye. So the sun is communicating with your third eye. I see a sun going into your third eye. Your third eye is like communicating back, and it's exchanging energy. It's exchanging information from your third eye to the sun. The DNA activations are going on here. So the sun is going to activate your third eye in your crown and your universal chakra. So just know that that is happening. Third eye, crown, and universal. The sun, this yellow bubble, is activating and upgrading and communicating with. So that way, going forward, every day you're going to learn more and more who you were, where we came from, where we are going forward. No more falsehoods. No more darkness can penetrate that veil either and kind of shroud you. And that's what happened with the mirror clearings and with being able to see what happened. And so now with your energy aura, they're putting up mirrors so that anything that tries to penetrate at this time will only be reflected. Okay, so you will see these falsehoods right away. When people talk, where it once sounded one way, it's going to now sound another. You're going to hear truths where you didn't before. You're going to see things differently. In order to protect yourself and in order to move forward in peace and love and light and into the ascension. The golden era is upon us. We are actually ascending now. We were supposed to already be through God's love and light, and we missed that mark. So we're going to keep trying to bring this down. And what do they say? Love is still available. Love is going to be all right. Okay. So I'm holding space for that. Do I get a new twin flame? I don't know. We don't get a new one, right? I just want to ascend. I want to bring this love down for everybody. I can do it by myself, and I want to ascend. So that's my goal. They're saying, no, I can't, but I'm going to keep trying. All right. So we're just solidifying everything that was done today into your system, and we're turning the vibrational notch again. So we're going to turn it up again. Boop. And as I did that, my third eye is like I felt it shift. Like I felt a little pressure within my third eye as we raised that vibration. Be careful what you put into your system today. So please, only things positive, positive music, positive movement, positive words. It is super important to keep raising our vibration, okay? Be mindful of what we're putting into our system in order to do so. All right. So now as everybody is being done, the light turns off and you can step down off the pedestal. So there's one of you already done, and so the bubble kind of goes away, and it's time for you to step down now. And as we step down off the bubble pedestal, we go back to that center circle where they were still, and they still are, chanting and praying over me and over us. The light has already won in so many ways. It's just about protecting what needs to be protected, because they're going to try to take things down. And that's just the way it is. Okay? Misery loves company. They do not want to go alone. They want to take anything down with them that they can. It's like that last stitch effort of, I'm going to grab on and take you with me, because they cannot stay here. So if you choose to go to the dark, just know that you won't be you anymore, right? It's just what it is. There's no going around that. You ascend, or you don't ascend. That's what's going on. But with that, some will go, some will stay. So some already just kind of pass on, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to ascend. So keep that in mind as well. This ascension is weird. It sounds crazy. It's very Star Warsy. It is not a conspiracy theory. You can flush those down the toilet. It is very real. Okay? It is very, very, very real. Scientifically can be proven at this point. So be mindful of your thoughts. It is absolutely, everything I've done can be scientifically proven. So be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of where your heart is, and just allow space for being nowhere. Allow space for, I don't understand this, but you know what? I'm not going to judge and say that I do either, right? Like, I'm not going to say this is false either because I don't understand it. So I'm just going to allow my system to be open, and that's all Spirit is asking for you. And they turn the dial of vibration again a little higher, and I felt that one in my system. So I needed that one. Oh my God. Okay. And they're going to turn the vibration up a little bit more as we're all exiting out of this yellow bubble and off of this platform. They're still raising our vibration, and now it's like they're like hosing off our aura. They're cleansing our energy field, our energy body, and making sure those mirrors are reflective. So you are surrounded by mirrors at this time, which is what we need to be surrounded by. That way any negative is immediately reflected and we can see it right away, and they cannot penetrate our energy system. So somebody, remember, they were like manipulating you every time you would try to go to the light. They're like, nope, I got you, whoosh, bring you back down, and you would go just like that. It's like, come on, like, are you in charge of your vessel, or are you letting this other person be in charge of your vessel? Like, let's get real here, right? Like, who's in charge of your energy? And that's what Spirit wants to know. And even me, I let these things come in and take over. It's like, I thought I was going to be loved, and it was devastating. And you know what? I can love myself. I see how beautiful I am. I see how amazing I am. I see how loyal I am. I see how true I am, how pure I am, and I know who I was. And I'm not going to let some fool being blinded deviate me from that. Okay? And that's where we all need to be. That is where we all need to be. And love and light, and it's going to be all right. And we can still love beyond that. Don't ever have lack of love for anybody, no matter what they did. And that's what Spirit's asking. That's why they say, when we realize what we've done, never be hard on yourself. Everybody makes mistakes. True love penetrates all. True love conquers all. None of that stuff matters. We are all here to learn, and love knows that. Okay? That's why I know beyond a shadow of a doubt I still love this person. Like, I would still be there for this person. They're just not there for me. And so it's hard. It's like, well, I could go where I hate them. I'm not lovable, and I will never be there for them again. But that's not love, and that's not who I am. So I will hold true to me, and that's what Spirit's asking all of you to do. Okay? Stand in your confidence, even if others are trying to take that down right now, because that's going to go around across the board. Misery loves company, so be mindful of that. Be very mindful of that. And that's also, too, here's an example, you guys. The other day, recently, the last person I was with, I was like, okay, so the yellow bubble is being done, so we're all finishing up there and sitting back around the circle. So I wanted to let you know that. But it was like, even the last person I was with, he knows the pain that I've been feeling, and I've talked to him about this ascension thing, and he was still trying to manipulate it into darker. He's like, well, you can be with me now. Like, it was not good. So be mindful of that. It was another person presenting as one way, but in reality, their motives were completely another. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. Okay, and then there was a flip switched. So they switched to flip. They flipped a switch, sorry. And so more people are waking up. It's like, boom, they're going to force this wake up. Boom, they're going to force that veil off. And that's what's happening. And you have no choice because the veil is no longer here. It's like being lifted every which way we go. Okay, and now I see everybody's sitting around in a circle, and the galactic masters, so Ashtar is stepping in the middle, and he's like putting something on your forehead. It's almost like what... The only reference I have is like holy water. So he's like shaking something and putting it on your forehead, but it is kind of like holy water. It is divinely cleansed. It is divinely inspired. It is divinely vibrational energy, and he is putting it into your head. He's putting it into your crown. He's putting it into your third eye, allowing you to navigate through and allowing your vibrational pull to stay high. That is the goal. And they are going to anchor in this higher vibration. So we've got more to go, but that was enough for today. We can't do too much too fast. Our physical body cannot handle it, which is why I got sick, because I went so high and then I crashed because I had all this love to give and he missed it. There was nobody to give it to, and so it killed it, and that hurts. And so let's be mindful of that we can solidify the higher vibrations in and then never go back down. So also Lemuria is coming into play, so just be mindful of new vibrant colors coming around. You're going to see colors differently. Welcome to Lemuria, that's what they're saying. Welcome to the New World Order. Welcome to New Earth. It's coming your way. Like, there's no denying it anymore, and it's all going to start to be seen in the physical way more every day. So just be mindful, know your surroundings, and be ready. Stand in joy and manifest whatever you want at every given moment. Because remember, it's like instant manifesting. You're creating your reality. Okay? Love is still available. Love conquers all. Love is still available. Love conquers all. Spirit wants me to mention that. Love is still available. Love conquers all. And I need to try to feel that. That is very hard for me right now. But love is still available and love conquers all. And so let's still hold on to that. We're going to still make this work the best that I can. There's no way in hell some guy is going to stop this love from coming down because I wasn't worthy. There's just no way. Love is still available and love is all around. We're going to make this work. Spirit's kind of looking at me going, there's more than meets the eye here, and I get that, but we missed a mark, and I've never missed a mark, and it's because some dark energy, and that does not make me feel good. So let's just hold space for this. Let's hold space that love is still available, love is still around. We're going to be able to do this, okay? We cannot ascend without God's love here. We've got to bring it down. So we can do this. Keep raising our vibration, and keep allowing these energies to flow. And whatever happens to you, document it. Whatever you see, document it. Whatever you're feeling, the changes, all these experiences, document it. It's super important going forward, because then you can look back going, oh my gosh. And it also is a reference point later. So when we awaken, the way Spirit works is messages are delivered in pieces, and they can make sense years down the road, right? So that's why the work that I do doesn't stop. You don't come to me for like a doctor's appointment and that's it. It stops there. Healing continues every day for the rest of your life. That's what we do. Okay? All right, you guys. So just kind of allow your body to drop into your own body. Allow your mind to drop into your body. Start focusing on your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your spine. Start wiggling your toes, wiggling your hands, and allowing the earth to be felt under your feet, the dirt, the grass, the trees. And this is bringing you back into your body and just making sure you're grounded. Whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes and do your best to flow with the vibration. So keep raising it. It doesn't stop by raising it. So you got to keep raising it from this moment on, by what we listen to, what we think, what we put in our system. So don't go watch a horror movie right away. Go watch something lovey, and you'll see what I mean. All right? So much love to all of you. We got this.